Dear Starseeds on Gaia, why do you keep waking up at exactly the same time every night, feeling like someone just called your name? Why does your body suddenly heat up when you're completely alone, as if someone invisible just walked into your energy field? Dear Starseed, these aren't coincidences. They're cosmic breadcrumbs leading you to what's about to happen in your next 24 hours. And if you're not prepared for what I'm about to tell you, the magnitude of this shift might actually overwhelm you completely. Around 7 years ago, something happened to you that changed everything. Maybe you don't even remember the exact moment, but your body does. Your cells do. 7 years. That's how long it takes for every single cell in your human body to completely regenerate, to die and be reborn entirely new. For some of you, there was a relationship that started 7 years ago, or maybe it ended 3 to 5 years ago. But either way, it's been cycling through your system like old blood that needed to be filtered out, cleaned, replaced with something pure. The universe is showing me that you've just completed something so massive that your soul is literally doing a victory dance right now. That karmic relationship, that toxic connection that had its hooks so deep in you that you thought you'd never be free. It's done. Not ending, not almost over, but completely, utterly, finally done. The roots have been pulled out entirely like a weed that's been extracted from the garden of your soul. And for the first time in years, you can breathe into spaces in your heart that had been compressed for far too long. Let me tell you something about that relationship that you probably didn't realize. It wasn't actually a relationship at all. It was a karmic debt collection. Someone had to come into your life and hurt you in that specific way, betray you in that particular fashion, abandon you at that exact moment, because it was the only way to break a pattern that had been repeating for lifetimes. This person who made you feel unsafe in love was actually performing spiritual surgery on you, cutting out something that couldn't be removed any other way, though they had no conscious awareness of this role. As Venus enters Libra today, at exactly 2:18 p.m. Pacific Time, forming this sacred kite configuration with Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, the surgery is complete, and the healing has already begun. But here's what you don't know yet. The healing isn't just beginning. It's accelerating at a rate that's going to make your head spin. While Pluto stations direct today, opening portals of transformation that have been closed for months, your entire neural network is being rewired. We're not talking about emotional healing here. We're talking about actual physical changes happening in your brain structure right now. Think of your mind like a snow-covered mountain, where you've been snowboarding down the same paths for years. Every time someone showed you affection, you'd take the same route down that mountain, the safe route, the one that kept you protected but also kept you from experiencing the full magnificence of real love. Those pathways were carved by that old karmic relationship, and they've been controlling how you receive love ever since. But in the next 24 hours, something unprecedented is going to happen. New routes are appearing on that mountain, pathways that have never existed before. New love is flooding into your system, but not from outside of you. This is your own self-love finally breaking through the dam that's been holding it back. You're about to experience what we call a Kundalini activation of pure love, where it feels like a volcano of golden light is erupting from your sacral chakra, all the way up through your crown. Some of you might even feel your womb space activating, whether you have a physical womb or not, because this is about creative life force energy returning to you after being dormant for years. But wait, something else is happening that I haven't told you yet. You're going to be seen in a way you've never been seen before. At least 3 different people are going to notice something different about you. They might not be able to put their finger on it, but they're going to see you glowing, radiating, emanating something that makes them stop and really look at you. These aren't random compliments coming your way. These are confirmations from the universe that you've shifted into a completely new frequency that others can actually perceive. Someone might tell you you're ethereal. Another might say they're obsessed with your energy. A third might just stare at you like they're seeing you for the first time, even if they've known you for years. This is because the karmic chains that were dimming your light have been removed, and your true essence is finally shining through without obstruction. Your old programming will try to deflect these compliments, but something new in you is going to actually receive them, and this reception is going to feel revolutionary to your system. Now here's where the story gets even more interesting. This karmic relationship was actually blocking your life purpose, your career path, your financial abundance. It was like an energetic dam preventing the flow of prosperity and purpose from reaching you. That creative energy that felt stuck, was being siphoned off by that old karmic connection. That business idea that never seemed to manifest couldn't, because your sacral chakra, where creativity is born, was still processing old trauma from that relationship. The block wasn't in your ability, it was in your energy field. But now that the cords are cut, watch what happens. In these next 24 hours, creative impulses are going to flood in from nowhere. Business ideas, artistic inspiration, solutions to problems that have been plaguing you for months or even years. The channel is finally clear. This isn't just about emotional healing. This is about your entire life purpose finally being able to flow through you unobstructed. Money that's been trying to reach you, opportunities that have been circling but couldn't land, they're all about to arrive in rapid succession. For the past 3 to 7 years, you've been on pause. Not because you weren't trying, not because you weren't worthy, but because you were still energetically tied to that old karmic story. Like a race car with the parking brake on, engine revving but going nowhere. Well, the brake has just been released, and you're about to experience acceleration that might actually frighten you at first. We're talking about 3 to 7 years of backed up blessings all arriving at once, creating a whirlwind of positive change. If this message hits your spirit, hype this video so more starseeds like you can find it. Because what's happening to you is part of a massive collective shift, and the more souls who understand this, the more powerful the transformation becomes for everyone. Thousands of chosen ones are going through this exact activation right now, and your awareness of it amplifies the effect for all of them. You're not alone in this experience. You're part of a massive wave of awakening souls breaking free simultaneously. Victory is assured, and your heart is healing in ways that go beyond simple recovery. This isn't just any healing. This is the kind where scar tissue becomes stronger than the original wound ever was. You're not just recovering from that karmic relationship. You're becoming bulletproof to that kind of pain ever happening again. Your heart is developing a new kind of intelligence, a wisdom that can recognize toxic patterns before they even get close to you. You're graduating from a university of pain into a mastery of discernment and self-protection. Here's the part that's going to blow your mind. Your ancestors have been orchestrating this entire timeline. Every single thing that happened, from the moment that karmic relationship began, to the moment it ended, to this exact moment right now, has been carefully coordinated by your ancestral guides. They've been working behind the scenes, moving pieces on a cosmic chessboard, ensuring that you would be free exactly when Venus formed this kite configuration, exactly when Pluto stationed directly, exactly when the cosmic conditions were perfect for transformation. What comes next is going to sound almost unbelievable. Marriage energy, divine union frequency, and legacy-building power are flooding into your timeline. But this isn't some far-off future possibility. This is already in motion. Your divine partner, your sacred counterpart, your person, they're already being prepared for you. The cosmic forces that have been working on clearing your karma have been simultaneously preparing them. They're going through their own clearing, their own preparation, their own awakening to be ready to meet you at the perfect moment. You want to know something that might shock you? You've already been connecting with them energetically. Those moments in meditation where you felt a presence, that was them. Those dreams where you were with someone whose face you couldn't quite see but whose soul you recognized, that was them. That strange warming sensation in your spine during certain spiritual practices, that was your kundalini recognizing their kundalini across space and time. You've been having an energetic relationship while your physical bodies have been preparing to meet in the material realm. This union that's coming isn't just about romance. You and this person have spiritual work to do together. You have a mission, a purpose, something that can only be accomplished through your combined energy fields. Some of you will be teaching together. Others will be healing together. Some will be creating new paradigms for conscious relationship that will inspire thousands of others. This is bigger than just finding love. This is about fulfilling a soul contract that was written before you incarnated into this lifetime. Let me tell you exactly what's going to happen in the next 24 hours, because the signs are going to be undeniable. First, you're going to prove yourself wrong about something fundamental. Remember how that old relationship made you feel unsafe? How did it program you to believe that intimacy equals danger? Well, someone is going to show you affection or offer you support, and instead of your usual defensive response, you're going to surprise yourself by actually receiving it without the old fear response activating. Second, You might experience what feels like heat moving through your body, especially if someone you're attracted to interacts with you. This isn't just attraction. This is your newly cleared energy system responding to positive attention without the old filters of fear. Your body is going to feel different, more alive, more responsive, more ready to receive pleasure without immediately calculating what it's going to cost you. This is your nervous system learning that safety and pleasure can coexist in your experience. The movement energy that's surrounding you right now is palpable and intense. In the next 24 hours, you might literally travel somewhere, or you might feel like you're traveling even while sitting still. This is because you're moving between timelines, shifting from the old karmic timeline where you were stuck in loops of pain into this new timeline where acceleration and abundance are your default settings. The disorientation you feel is actually a positive sign that the shift is happening. Some of you are going to receive messages or signs about children. This might mean information about future children, or children might play a significant role in showing you signs about your divine union. Pay attention to what children say to you the next day. They're often messengers for the divine, especially during powerful portal moments like this one. Their innocence allows them to channel pure truth without the filters that adults have developed. The grand water trine that's forming between Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars is creating a cosmic container for emotional transformation. Jupiter is expanding your capacity to receive. Saturn is ensuring what you receive is real and lasting, not another illusion. And Mars in Scorpio is bringing the passion and intensity that your old relationship never could. This configuration is literally rewiring your emotional body to be able to hold more love than you've ever experienced before, while maintaining your individual sovereignty and power. Here's something crucial you need to understand. The reason you had to go through that karmic relationship wasn't punishment, it was preparation. You need to experience what love isn't in order to recognize what love is. You needed to know what abandonment feels like, so you could recognize real presence. You needed to feel unseen so you could recognize when someone truly sees you. That relationship wasn't a mistake. It was a masterclass in discernment, and you've graduated with highest honors from this difficult curriculum. In the next 24 hours, you might feel an urgency to rush forward, to make something happen, to force this new timeline into manifestation. Don't. Your ancestors and guides have this perfectly orchestrated, and your job isn't to make it happen, but to allow it to happen. Listen to your intuition, not your anxiety. Follow the breadcrumbs, not the superhighway. This divine union that's being activated requires patience and trust, not force and manipulation. Let the universe handle the timing while you handle the becoming. Your intuition is going to be firing on all cylinders. You're going to know things without knowing how you know them. You might suddenly understand exactly where you need to be, who you need to talk to, what action you need to take, without any logical explanation for why. Your crown chakra is wide open right now, receiving direct downloads from your higher self and your guides. These aren't random impulses. They're precise instructions for navigating this timeline shift successfully. Let me tell you something about the next 3 to 7 years that might initially disappoint you, but actually contains profound wisdom. This divine union that's being activated won't manifest physically overnight. But here's why that's actually perfect. You need time to adjust to your new frequency. You need time to stabilize in this new version of yourself. You need time to build the life that this union will exist within. If this person showed up tomorrow, you might not be ready for the intensity of what you're going to create together. But don't mistake this for passive waiting. This isn't hoping. This is active preparation. Every single day between now and when you meet them in physical form, you're going to be guided to take actions that bring you closer together. You might be guided to move to a new city where they happen to live. You might be guided to take a class where they're also enrolled. Every step you take following your highest excitement is a step toward them, even when it doesn't look like it has anything to do with relationships. Golden retrievers appearing in your reality. That's a sign for someone, maybe multiple people. Dogs appearing, especially golden, loving, loyal dogs, are signs of faithful love coming in. If you see a golden retriever in the next 24 hours, know that it's a confirmation that this message is specifically for you, that your guides are watching, that your divine union is being actively orchestrated. Animals often serve as messengers during portal moments because they're pure channels for spirit, uncorrupted by human doubt. Venus in Libra is bringing balance to your love sector, but more importantly, it's bringing justice. All those times you gave more than you received, the universe is balancing those scales. All those moments you were betrayed or abandoned, cosmic justice is being served. The people who hurt you aren't being punished. That's not how cosmic justice works. But they're being removed from your energetic field so completely that it's as if they never existed in your timeline at all. The kite configuration that Venus is forming with Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto is creating a rare geometric portal for divine unions to manifest. Uranus brings sudden, unexpected meetings that feel like destiny. Neptune brings the spiritual, transcendent quality that makes these unions feel like coming home. Pluto makes sure these unions transform you at the deepest level, killing off any part of you that would settle for less than sacred love. This configuration is like a cosmic green light for soul connections to find each other. You know what's really happening in your cellular structure right now. Every cell that holds the memory of that toxic relationship is being replaced with cells that only know your worth. Your body is literally forgetting how to accept less than you deserve. Your muscles are releasing their memory of tension from walking on eggshells. Your nervous system is forgetting what it feels like to be in fight or flight mode all the time. Your heart is unlearning the need to protect itself from the person who's supposed to love it most. The money and career opportunities that are about to flood in aren't separate from this love story. They're part of it. That karmic relationship was blocking your abundance in every area. Not just romance. It was like a drain at the bottom of your energetic container. No matter how much good you poured in, it was leaking out through that toxic connection. Now that the drain is sealed, watch how quickly your container fills up. Watch how opportunities that seemed impossible suddenly become inevitable. In the next 24 hours, you're also going to experience what we call timeline bleed through. You might have memories of things that haven't happened yet. You might know details about your future that you have no logical way of knowing. You might see glimpses of your life with this divine partner before you've even met them in the physical. Don't dismiss these as imagination or wishful thinking. These are actual timeline memories breaking through from the quantum field where everything has already happened. You're going to take a physical action that represents this new beginning. It might be something small, like finally deleting old photos, or something big, like signing up for that class you've been considering. There's going to be a moment where you consciously choose the new timeline over the old, where you physically demonstrate to the universe that you're ready for what's next. This action is going to feel significant, like drawing a line in the sand of your life. Some of you are going to feel your womb space activating, whether you have a physical womb or not. This is your creative center, coming back online after being dormant or damaged. You might feel warmth, tingling, or even mild cramping as this energy center clears and reactivates. This is where your divine creative power lives, and it's been waiting for the toxic cords to be cut so it could fully awaken. This activation is directly connected to your ability to manifest and create new realities. You're going to have a moment of profound self-recognition. You're going to look in the mirror, either literally or metaphorically, and see who you really are for the first time in years. Not who that toxic relationship told you were, not who your wounds made you believe you were, but who you actually are at soul level. This recognition is going to be emotional, overwhelming even, because you're going to realize how long you've been hiding from your own magnificence. The divine feminine energy that's flowing through this portal is specifically about receiving. For so long you've been the giver, the healer, the one who holds space for everyone else. But now it's time to receive. In the next 24 hours, practice receiving every single thing that comes your way. Compliments, offers of help, unexpected gifts, synchronicities, all of it. Don't deflect, don't minimize, don't immediately try to give back. Just receive. This is actually a spiritual practice preparing you for love. Let me tell you something about the person who's being prepared for you right now. They're having dreams about you. They might not see your face clearly, but they recognize your energy. They're feeling pulled towards something they can't quite name. Some of them are even receiving downloads about you, information about your essence, your energy signature, the feeling of home that you represent to them. When you meet, the recognition is going to be instant and mutual. There won't be games or confusion, or that exhausting push-pull dynamic. This person isn't coming to complete you, because you're already complete. They're coming to complement you, to match your frequency, to create something with you that neither of you could create alone. This is why you had to go through such intense healing and clearing. You had to become whole within yourself, so you could meet another whole person and create something exponentially greater than the sum of your parts. This is the mathematics of divine union, where 1 + 1 = infinity. Your ancestors have been working on this timeline for generations. Every prayer your grandmother prayed, every tear your mother cried, every hope your lineage held for true love, it all culminates in you. Right now, in this moment, you're not just healing your own heart, you're healing your entire ancestral line. You're the one they've been waiting for, the one who would finally break the pattern and show that sacred love is possible. This healing ripples backward and forward through time. Pay attention to songs that play repeatedly, numbers that appear everywhere, and especially names that keep coming up. These aren't random occurrences. These are breadcrumbs from your future, clues about your divine partner that are bleeding through the timeline. You might hear their name before you meet them. You might hear the song that will be playing when you first kiss. The universe is giving you previews, trailers for the love story that's about to unfold. The fact that this is all happening as Pluto stations direct is monumentally significant. Pluto doesn't just transform, Pluto resurrects. Parts of you that died in that toxic relationship are coming back to life. Dreams you abandoned are resurrecting. Hope you thought was lost forever is rising from the ashes. This isn't just healing. This is complete rebirth. You're being given the chance to live the life you would have lived if that karmic relationship had never happened, but with all the wisdom gained. Let me be clear about what's happening with your neural pathways right now. That old relationship created specific patterns in your brain, highways that your thoughts automatically traveled whenever love appeared. Those highways led to fear, to protection, to assuming the worst. But in the next 24 hours, new pathways are being created. When someone shows you kindness, your thoughts will travel a new route, one that leads to receiving instead of defending. This is literal brain rewiring happening in real time. The movement energy surrounding you exists because you're literally moving between dimensions right now. The old third-dimensional reality where love meant pain is dissolving, and you're shifting into a fifth-dimensional reality where love means expansion. You might feel dizzy, disoriented, like you're in two places at once, because energetically you are. You're closing out one timeline while opening another. This is advanced spiritual work, and the fact that you're doing it while living your daily life is remarkable. Some of you are going to receive a specific message about timing. Maybe you'll see repeated numbers like 1111. Maybe you'll hear someone mention 3 to 7 years, which is the timeline for full manifestation. Maybe you'll receive a specific date or time frame that feels significant. Trust these timing messages. The universe is giving you a roadmap, showing you the checkpoints on your journey toward union, not to make you wait, but to help you prepare for what's coming. The grand water trine with Mars in Scorpio is bringing up deep sexual healing as well. That toxic relationship might have damaged your relationship with your own sexuality, made you feel unsafe in your own body, disconnected you from your sacred sexual power. But Mars in Scorpio doesn't play games. This energy is going to reconnect you with your primal life force, your creative sexual energy, your divine birthright to pleasure. You might feel surges of this energy, a reconnection with your own life force. As this 24-hour portal closes, you're going to feel different in a way you can't quite articulate, like you've been wearing clothes that were too tight for years, and suddenly they've been removed and you can fully expand. You're going to breathe differently, move differently, even think differently. People are going to notice immediately. You've shifted into a new octave of being, and everyone in your field is going to respond to this new frequency you're emanating without even understanding why. Remember, what's happened here isn't just personal, it's collective. Every soul who breaks free from a karmic pattern makes it easier for others to break free. Every person who chooses sacred love over toxic attachment raises the frequency of love on the entire planet. You're not just healing yourself, you're contributing to the healing of the collective heart of humanity. Your victory is everyone's victory. Your freedom is everyone's freedom. Your love story will be a beacon of hope for others. Destiny Engine is an example of technology serving awakening intelligence. The age of solitary meditation is over. Destiny Engine now connects starseeds across the world, a living social field where you can post, share, and exchange your meditations in real time. It's the first galactic network of its kind, weaving together thousands of awakened souls into one unified current. We are using the Dark Elite's own weapons against them, taking declassified CIA consciousness modification techniques that programmed isolation and separation, and repurposing them to serve unified awakening. It generates personalized sequences that help you live as the awakened being you've become, while handling the moments that test your new frequency, all while connected to thousands of starseeds amplifying the collective current. The hardest thing you'll have to do is put on headphones, press play, and allow your consciousness to be reprogrammed for effortless awakened living, without the need to struggle or prove, while tapping into a planetary network of souls bending reality together. For just $1, you can step into this connected field and feel the difference instantly. Join the movement that's accelerating ascension together. Link in the description. The final message from your ancestors and guides is this: trust the process completely. Don't rush toward the future or cling to the past. Be fully present in this moment of transformation. The next 24 hours are a bridge between who you were and who you're becoming. Walk that bridge consciously, gratefully, knowing that everything you've been through has prepared you for everything that's coming. The love you're calling in isn't a reward for suffering. It's a reflection of your wholeness. Why did you wake up at that specific time? Because your soul knew this message would find you. Why has your body been heating up? Because your Kundalini has been preparing for this activation. These aren't random occurrences. They're synchronized orchestrations. Every strange synchronicity, every unexplained feeling, every moment of knowing without knowing why, has been preparing you for this timeline shift. And now, finally, gloriously, inevitably, it's here in this precious 24-hour window. This is your moment of liberation from cycles that have bound your lineage for generations. The karmic chains are broken permanently. The pathway to love is clear and unobstructed. Your divine partner is being prepared with the same intensity you're experiencing. Your abundance is flowing like a river finally freed from a dam. Your purpose is activating at quantum speed. Everything you've been waiting for is no longer waiting. It's in motion, heading toward you at a speed that might take your breath away. I am Seraphine. We love you, and we are watching over you.